Good morning, friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I request everyone to watch my videos in a sequence for better understanding. In this video, I want to discuss about how the main memory is organized and how the cache memory is organized. Then we will discuss about the mapping techniques, all these things. So let me discuss how the cache memory is organized and how the main memory is organized. If you see that we will have a CPU, and between the CPU and main memory we will have a cache memory, and we will have a main memory after that. And remember one thing, always the size of the cache memory is less as compared to the main memory. The size of the cache memory is less as compared to the size of the main memory. Now in a memory, the smallest unit we will call it as a word. Okay, the smallest unit in the memory we will call it as a word. So we will talk the memory in terms of words. We will describe the memory like main memory is size is 32 words, or sometimes we will call it as a 32 bytes, like that. So we can discuss it in terms of words, or if it is a one word is 1 byte, then we will discuss in terms of bytes. So let me discuss that. We have a main memory which size is 32 words are there, means it can store up to 32 words, and cache memory is there which can store 16 words. So from this example also you can understand the size of the cache memory is less as compared to the main memory. Even my diagram also will tell the same thing. The size of the cache memory is less as compared to the size of the main memory. Okay. Now let's discuss how the main memory is organized and how the cache memory is organized. Now as we have earlier discussed, the main memory is logically divided into blocks. When we talk in terms of paging, we will say that main memory is divided into frames. That is only logically. Even here also it is logical. We will not divide into physically in terms of blocks. And the cache memory is divided into lines. And the size of a line is equal to size of the block. Meaning is that the block can store some n number of words. Even the line can also store the same n number of words. Means the size I am talking. Okay. Now let's take that in this example. The block can store, or the block size is 4 words. So block can store 4 words. As you have the main memory size is 32 words and a block size is 4 words, number of blocks is equal to main memory size, which is 32 words, by block size. Okay, let me write it as main memory size by block size. Okay, what is the main memory size? 32 words, and block size is 4 words. So how many blocks you will get? You will get 8 blocks. So you have a block number 0, block number 1, so on, block number 7. So that you have 8 blocks are there. Okay. Now similarly, we will talk in terms of number of lines in the cache memory. The number of lines in the cache memory is equal to same cache memory size by block size, or here we will talk in terms of line size, because the size of the block is equal to size of the line. Okay, so it is 16 words by line size is also 4. So you have 4 lines. So line number 0, line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. Okay, are you able to understand? So if you see that here we have 8 blocks and we have 4 lines. So what is the mapping technique we'll talk? Okay, the mapping technique, let me discuss. What is this mapping technique is that if you have 8 blocks, you need to keep them in the 4 lines. Am I right? But at a time we cannot keep all the 8 blocks because we have maximum only 4 lines. So at a time I can keep 4 blocks. Am I right? Any of the 4 blocks I can keep it in the 4 line. Now if you have nth block in the main memory, where can I keep it in the cache memory? Whether I can keep it in the line number 0 or line number 1, line number 2, line number 3, or any of the line, how can I find? that will talk in terms of mapping. Are you able to understand? So the mapping will talk if you have nth block of main memory, where can you keep it in the cache memory? So that is what the mapping. Before discussing about the mapping techniques, as we said that it is divided into certain number of blocks, how can we search a particular word in the main memory? Then we will go for the mapping techniques. Okay. Now let's take that as it is a 32 words. 32 words are there. If I want to search a particular word, then I need an address of 5 bits. Am I right? Using 5 bits, I can search 32 address spaces. Because 2 power 5 is 32. Using 5-bit address, I can able to identify, or I can search the 32 address locations. Okay. Now, this address is divided into block number and block offset. This 5-bit address is divided into 2 parts. One is the block number and block offset. Why? Because any word, whatever you are searching, it will be there in the block number 0 to block number 7. So first you need to identify the particular block. In the particular block, it can store up to 4 words according to this example. 4 words are there. Then which word you are searching, where it is there, because it can be a word number 0, word number 1, word number 2, word number 3 in the particular block. Okay. So block number will be useful to identify the block. And in that block, 4 blocks are there. Which block you are searching will be identified with the block offset. Let me discuss with an example. Let's take that I want to search for the block word number 7. Word number 7 I want to search. This is 7. So total 5 bits. So 00111 is the word number 7. So how it will be searched is that, now remember one thing. How many blocks are there? 8 blocks are there. So 8 blocks can be able to search using 3 bits. So 3 bits are allocated for the block number, and in a block you have 4 words are there. So 4 words can be able to identify using 2 bits. So the block offset size is 2 bit. So out of total 5 bits address space, 3 bits are allocated for the block number and 2 bits are allocated for the block offset. I hope you have understood how I divided, because totally 8 blocks are there. So you need 3 bits to identify a block number, and in a block you have 4 words. So minimum 2 bits are required to identify a particular word in a block. Okay. Now I want to search the word number 7. Let's see it. So you will have 0, 0, 1 and 1. Am I right? The 5 bits is divided into 3 bits and 2 bits. Now, what is the block number is saying? Block number is saying as 001. What is the 001 if you convert into decimal number? It is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. So which is nothing but 1 into 2 power 0 plus 0 into 2 power 1 plus 0 into 2 power 2, which is equal to 1. So it is saying that block number 1. So whatever the word number 7 you are searching is there in the block number 1. In a block, you can find 4 words are there. Let me write few words. In block number 0, you will have word number 0, word number 1, word number 2, word number 3. In block number 1, you will have word number 4, 5, 6, 7. Then here you will have 8, 9, 10, 11. At last, you will have 31 word, 30 word, 29 word and 28 word. Am I right or wrong? So if you see them, now you have identified that the word number 7 is there in the block number 1. But where it is available? It has 4 words or can be there. That will be identified with the help of block offset. Now block offset is saying that 1, 1. 1, 1 means 3. 1 into 2 power 0 plus 1 into 2 power 1, which is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So it is saying that word block offset is saying 3. So if you see that this is the word number 0 according to this block, and this is word number 1 according to this block, word number 2, word number 3. So offset is saying 3. So you are searching for a word number 3 in a particular block. So that is nothing but word number 7. Are you able to understand? So This is the way you will identify a particular word in from the main memory. Now we will discuss about the mapping technique. What is a mapping and how many mapping techniques are there? Now what is the mapping? Already I have discussed. Let me discuss again. As you have 8 blocks, these 8 blocks can be kept in the cache memory in a particular line. Let's take that 8th block. Block number 8, where I can keep in the cache memory. Can I keep it in the line number 0 or line number 1, line number 2, line number 3? Where I can keep will be called as a mapping. Okay, nth block of a main memory can be kept in nth line of the cache memory. We will call it as a mapping. So we have 3 types of mapping techniques are there. One is direct mapping. We have associative mapping, and we have set associative mapping. So we have 3 types of mapping techniques are there. The first one is direct mapping, and the second one we have associative mapping, and then we have set associative mapping. So I hope you have understood what are the concepts I have discussed in this video. If you have any doubts related to this one, feel free to ask it in the comment section. In the next video, I will discuss what is a direct mapping and what are the drawbacks of the direct mapping, and I will make you understand the direct mapping with few examples. Then we will go for the associative mapping and then set associative mapping. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you really like the video, please press the like button, share the video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a nice day.